Joyeux anniversaire Disneyland Paris. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. But if you're new here, my name is Lizzie and I'm a Disney plush collector from the UK. So happy Friday, I hope you've all had a great week and have a fun or relaxing weekend ahead of you, whichever you prefer. And I hope you've had a good little giggle at me trying to speak French. For context, in the UK, some schools learnt French, some learnt Spanish, some learnt German. My school happened to do French and German, but I was the year group that did German. But as they are French, I decided to try and speak French. And I know I butchered it, I am so sorry, but I was basically saying happy anniversary Disneyland Paris. So Disneyland Paris first opened its doors on April the 12th, 1992. I was not born until 1994, so I'm a little bit younger than Disneyland Paris, but they are celebrating their 32nd anniversary today. I had originally planned, and this is why I didn't put it in my trip announcement video, to put my vlogs up every Friday, but then I realised I wouldn't be able to do this video until next year, and I really didn't want to leave it another year, especially since it's actually a Friday and my upload day is a Friday, so it was like perfect. But yes, it does mean that my Disneyland Paris vlogs are on Saturdays now because of this video, so I've given myself quite a busy April to get extra vlogs out and stuff, but it does mean that Stitch Attack Snacks didn't get pushed to the end of the month because that is what was happening when my vlogs are on Fridays. So tomorrow is going to be my final Disneyland Paris vlog, and then next Friday is going to be my haul because I didn't see the point in putting that on a Saturday. So I had this idea last year that I would show you all of the plush I have from Disneyland Paris's anniversaries. So this is the 20th, the 25th and the 30th, and I will admit, if you've watched some of my Vinted hauls, you will know that not all of these I bought myself on my own trips, so I will state which ones were from Vinted, but I would like to point out that I did go to Disneyland Paris those years, I just didn't get these plush. I don't even remember seeing some of them. I think this is officially the first video I filmed since doing my Disney Spring Clean as well, because I don't film my videos in order, so if you didn't see my Disney Spring Clean, I will leave a card up above because I've actually moved things around, so as you can see, what's behind me isn't what's usually behind me. You will have seen it in videos before this, but this is actually the first one I'm filming since I did it. So I'm going to start with the 20th anniversary plushes. These four were all from Vinted. I've got them in the last year or so. Some of them were quite hard to get. One of them was particularly expensive because apparently it's rare, so I am never parting with it. I did go to Disneyland Paris during the 20th anniversary. It was the first time I'd stopped in the Disneyland Hotel, and I did honestly think it was going to be the only time I stopped in the Disneyland Hotel before this past trip I've just been on. It was a birthday surprise for my 30th, and I'm so grateful that I've been able to stay there twice, both before and after refurbishment. I don't know why I didn't get the plush. I wasn't really that big into plush collecting then. It started when I was at uni, and this was the trip before I went to uni. So it's possible that I didn't have much spending money because I didn't have a job until my third year of uni. So that could have been why, or I might not have seen them, but I've managed to get the mini bean bags and the big plushes as well. So this is the Mickey Mouse mini bean bag. I imagine he would have been about 10 to 12 euros based on his size and the fact that it was 10 years ago, so things were more reasonably priced. He doesn't say he's for the 20th anywhere, he doesn't have any stamp on his foot or anything, and his little label just says Disneyland Paris, but I know he's from the 20th because I've got something that's limited edition to show you later that will explain how I know this. Because I wouldn't recommend trusting what someone tells you on Vinted, because I've got an alert for Wishables, for example, and there's regularly munchlings in there, so people will just put any keywords in to get their items in front of more people, and they're not necessarily giving you the right information. And then I got the mini. I actually bought them together from a seller, which was good. I wouldn't recommend buying them separately. Again, she's got nothing on her feet or her outfit to tell you where she's from, and her little label just says Disneyland Paris. And I was just going to have those two, because if you remember from my Vinted hauls, and if I can try and find the exact one I got this one in, I will leave a card up above, because I did quite a few Vinted hauls last year. I bought the large Minnie Mouse 20 20th anniversary plush on her own. Absolutely convinced I'd be able to find a Mickey, and I couldn't, so I did actually list her on Vinted to sell, and a few people like favorited it and stuff, but luckily she didn't sell. So she's really large, she's got a lot more detail than the mini beanbag. I reckon that these would have been around £25 to £30, maybe more. She's actually got a marking that says it's the 20th anniversary, which is better than the beanbag, but again her label just says Disneyland Paris. None of them have tags, but I'm really not bothered about that. But I'd actually listed her for sale because I really thought I would never find Mickey. So I put an alert on that would tell me when anything 20th anniversary was uploaded, and this one came up for £25, and I thought that one only cost me £6 and the beanbags only cost me £10. Why would I spend £25 on one on its own? But this is what leads me to believe that they might have been £25 to £30 in the first place. But I did have some credit from selling things on Vinted because I am terrible for keeping it in my Vinted account and then buying something with it. So I bought him and I'm just absolutely obsessed with him, and luckily because Minnie hadn't sold yet I could just take her off Vinted and keep her. But he's got a lot more detail than the little mini beanbag, just like Minnie. He was listed as being rare, which I've got to say I did struggle to find him, so I wouldn't be surprised if he is rare, but never take what a Vinted seller is telling you as fact, because they will just make it sound better to justify a price or make you panic buy it or something. So always do your research, but I didn't. But I really wanted him. It meant I could keep Minnie, and it means I've got a pretty much full collection of the 20th anniversary plush because I haven't seen anything else that I could have missed. Again, on his foot it says 20th anniversary and his little label just says Disneyland Paris again, but I'm absolutely over the moon to have him. It was a very, very special trip. I bought some Disneyland hotel things, but I just don't think I had the money for these, or they'd already sold out, I'm not sure, but I'm really glad to own them now anyway. Then on to the 25th. This is a mixture of things I bought myself and things I got off Vinted. So this trip was actually the first trip we took Joe on, and it was October 2017. I know I was collecting plush by then, and I just started my written blog, Lize in Disneyland, and then it was the following February that I started my YouTube channel. And if you haven't seen my 6-year anniversary of YouTube where I did a Q&A, I will leave a card up above, as I've probably answered some questions that you might ask for future Q&As, but it was a nice way to celebrate 6 years of being on YouTube. So I was heavily collecting Sums and other little things I liked, but it didn't really ramp up until Mickey Memories started in 2018. So when we went with Joe, I did buy all of the 25th anniversary Sums, which I'm about to show you, because I did have a big Sum collection by then. But I either didn't have enough spending money to get these plushes, or just thought it was overkill getting more plushes. So I'll start with the ones I bought myself on that October 2017 trip, and then we will go into the ones I've got on Vinted since, because I had a little bit of FOMO. So starting with the Sums, you've got Mickey Mouse in his 25th anniversary outfit, and you've got Minnie Mouse in a matching outfit, Goofy, Donald, Daisy, and one that you might think is a bit of a weird pick, but because she was on a lot of the branding for the 25th, they also did a Tinkerbell Sum, and I had a straw topper that was Tinkerbell as well. I do actually still have it. I wasn't planning on showing it in this video, but it is broken. So it says Disneyland Paris and 25, and then it had a little Tinkerbell. But as far as I know, they didn't do a big plush of Tinkerbell. So the next two plush I've got, I bought myself, and then the other two I got on Vinted. So I was really into Duffy at the time. I don't think that's ever really changed. And that's why when I moved around my shelves, I've given Duffy a more prominent place, because I think he deserves that in my collection, to be honest. So I got the 25th anniversary Duffy Bear. He's absolutely adorable. He's got a matching hat and jacket that says since 1992 on his right breast pocket and 25 on his left breast pocket, and then on the back there's a star that says Disneyland Paris 25th anniversary. And then I got the matching Shelly May, who's in a pink outfit, but the details are the same. I just absolutely loved them. I couldn't leave without them, but because I'd bought these and the Sums and I'd spent a lot of money on other things like pins and clothing, I think, I didn't buy the Mickey and Minnie from the 25th. I do this thing sometimes, and I do often come to regret it, where I won't buy a plush twice. So I think in my mind, because I had the Minnie and Mickey Sums, I kind of thought I didn't need the Mickey and Minnie 25th anniversary plushes, but I was so wrong, so I got them on Vinted last year. So here's here's the Mickey. He's in a kind of steampunk outfit, which I think really matches the Discoveryland that Disneyland Paris has. It was a really, really lovely outfit. I just cannot remember whether I didn't want him or couldn't find him. I can't remember why I didn't get him, but I'm really glad that Vinted pulled through for me. And then the Minnie is more beautiful. I'm really surprised I didn't get this one, so I am leaning towards the idea that it might have not been in stock. So this is the Minnie. She's in an absolutely gorgeous outfit, which actually incorporates two of my favourite colours, this kind of tealy blue and purple. I just love those colours. Unlike the 20th anniversary, they don't have anything on their feet to tell you what they are. I just know what they are because I had the matching pin and the matching sum-sums as well. So finally, onto the 30th anniversary plushes, and even though I did go for the 30th anniversary, I didn't pick up a single one of these myself, so let's get into it. The first two became available on the Disneyland Paris website, weirdly enough, which never ever happens, so I snapped them up because I kind of thought it's best to get them rather than say I'll wait until Disneyland Paris and they're out of stock, and I don't actually remember seeing them when I went, so it's a good thing I got them this way. So this is the Minnie Mouse. She's got a lovely tag that says 30th. I have kept the tags on all of these now. She has nothing on the feet, but she's in this gorgeous outfit that's kind of like the Dream and Shine Brighter Parade outfit, and I just absolutely love her. And then I got Mickey in his purple and blue suit. Again, he's still got the tags on. There's nothing on his feet, and his labels are actually like the Disney Store labels, not the Disneyland Paris labels. That's how I know I got them from the Disney Store. And then the next two were birthday presents from my friends Joe and Andy. I don't think they were Christmas presents. So it's the Minnie in the 30th anniversary like casual outfit. So she's got a pink jumper on that says 30 years, and she's got little sneakers on, and there's actually a stamp on this foot, so I absolutely love it. And they've got the same tags as the others. And then they got me the Mickey as well, who's in a grey hoodie and grey sneakers, and again he's got a jumper on that says 30 years. I just absolutely love them. And then the last regular plush was picked up for me by my friend Scott because it wasn't there when I went, and it's the Chip and Dale holding a little 30 logo in between their hands. I absolutely love this. I love this so much that I've actually put a cube up there for my Disneyland Paris items, and this is the like pride of place item. Obviously I've had to take it all down for this video so you can just see an empty box, but I thought because it's my 30th year I would put the 30th anniversary things out on my shelf this year. And the final item was limited edition. I got it picked up on the date released by a pickup I used from Disneyland Paris called Caro Magical Store. It cost me a lot more than it would have if I'd waited, and actually when Joe and I went, and it was actually when we got engaged, they still had this, so I could have waited, but because it was limited to only so many pieces I didn't want to risk it. So I got it picked up, and now it's just a little in joke every time we see it. It's like, haha, you could have got it. You could have waited and saved money. This is me. I don't wait. So it was limited to 1,600, which to me is risky. So I'm glad I did what I did. But yeah, I could have waited. And it's this gorgeous plush set. So you've got the inauguration Minnie and Mickey from 1992. And I've actually got the jumper that Minnie is wearing. I just don't have the t-shirt that Mickey is wearing. And then you've got 1997, the 5th anniversary, and I don't have anything from this, although I think I did go to Disneyland Paris that year. And then you've got miniatures of the 20th anniversary, which is how I know that I've got the miniature ones because they match these. And then you've got a miniature version of the 30th anniversary plushes. Now to this day I have not worked out where these are going to live because they're actually too tall for these cubes, so they can't go in there. I had thought about having them on the top, but that is now where my Around the World plushes live. So unfortunately this is just in a bag most of the time, but I thought I would show it to you again because I've shown it to you before, because it's part of my anniversary Disneyland Paris collection. So that was my kind of plush collection of all of the Disneyland Paris anniversary plushes I have. I'm hoping they go big for their 35th, but obviously 35 isn't a very big birthday, but I just love collecting these special limited edition plush. I do have other plushes from Disneyland Paris that are exclusive to there, but I just wanted to show you the anniversary ones here, and you will see some more in my Disneyland Paris haul, so I hope you will join me next Friday for that. But that is it from me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said earlier, I will be back tomorrow with my final Disneyland Paris vlog, and then on Tuesday we return to regular Tuesday and Friday uploads, and the Disneyland Paris haul will be on that Friday. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to know which one was your favourite in the comments, or if you own any of them, and if you you own any pre-20th anniversary ones, like the 15th or the 5th or anything, send me a picture on Instagram, Lizzie and the Magic, because I would love to see. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend, and I'll hopefully see you tomorrow for that vlog. Bye friends!